Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's time for another manga chapter review. This is going to be on the 5th chapter of Candy Flurry. It's a series that I've been reviewing here for quite a bit. Yes, I'm back at home. This will be my home for the next 3-4 more weeks left, and then I am out. So, for a little update for you guys that are wondering what's going on, yes, I am moving, and I'll probably make another video closer to the time when I actually move to explain that I probably will go in hiatus for a few weeks. I don't know how long. It could be months. Hopefully not. So, anyways, guys, thank you guys for the support and love. This is going to be on the 5th chapter of Candy Flurry. I'll try my best to keep up on this one at least, and other series as well of manga reviews. So I won't be completely gone. I just won't be posting as much as possible. So before anything, guys, if you haven't done so by now, subscribe to my channel. We're almost at 4,500. It's pretty amazing that now we're saying 4,500. Thank you guys for getting me at 4,400. But now we're about 50. I think as of right now, 54 people are left for us to reach 4,500. So if you're one of those, please subscribe. If this is your first, 5th, 10th, 100th video, then subscribe and do that for me. Okay, we're gonna start with Candy Flurry. Chapter 5 starts off right at chapter 4. Very similar of them fighting, but before all that, we get a little flashback of Toka's life, and Toka essentially was a sweet child. Like she was so sweet. She was one of the cutest kids that you can think of, and her parents knew that she was cute, and they just loved her. And you kind of get this whole fantasy: mom and dad are perfect, she's perfect, they're a perfect family. But then one day, she has this secret, and the parents are freaking out, but they're like, okay, as long as she doesn't show it to no one, she'll be fine. At this point, the world's already going crazy, and candy users are being seen as a negative thing, as for anything. Essentially, there's riots already going on saying put them in jail and stuff like that. So Toka is kind of forced to hide the fact that she has a power. And she doesn't know where she got it. Just someone gave her a candy that she had, and now she has this power. So the parents, to kind of help her out, move her from schools and send her to her grandparents. And essentially, she leaves Tokyo. And when she leaves Tokyo, Tokyo is destroyed by this lollipop user. Now, she doesn't know who it is, but all they know is lollipop users. And then secondly, you guys don't remember, is that the specific powers are not supposed to be repetitive. They're supposed to be only one of its kind in the entire world. So it's not so far away for her to think that our protagonist, Minose, she is actually the person that caused the death of her parents, right? So let's just keep that in mind, okay? Yeah, Toka is being a little bit hard-headed, but at the same time, her parents were killed. Like, she had this nice, perfect life where parents would protect her, and parents would do anything for her, even so much as giving her up to her grandparents so that she could have a normal life. And now they're dead because possibly of this girl. So chapter 5 then runs off into basically the scene we dropped off in chapter 4, and Minose has used her power in front of her already. So now she knows that she's the lollipop user, and essentially they go into this rant where Minose keeps telling her, it's not me, it's not the person that you think I am, I'm not the one that destroyed Tokyo. And they're fighting over this whole thing, and all of this, I guess because Midori is also an agent, a receipt agent, he doesn't really interfere and tries to defend himself as much as possible. But in all that, Toka, because she is a upper level agent and sees that he might not be attacking her, but he's also maybe not helping her. She basically says you're an accomplice. You're with her. So she knocks him out, and at one point, Minosa says, "Hey, whatever you do, the fight is with me. Like he has nothing to do with it. We have like 2 days of talking, and it hasn't really been much. So like he doesn't really deserve to be punished for something that first I didn't do, but secondly, it's not even in what he has done either. So the fight continues essentially, and at the end of the chapter, Minoche is basically she's wiped out, and Toka notices that Minosa is not as powerful as her. So she stops and says, "You know what? You're probably not the user because the user would have been a lot stronger, right? They're destroying a whole city, killing a bunch of people. That probably was not her. But she's gonna keep a close eye on her, and she's gonna force her to take the receipt agent exam to become an agent to help her find the real culprit." And that, in a nutshell, is chapter 5. So it's going to become a little bit more of a school manga series, I think, because now they're talking about her going to school, her taking these exams. So I guess we'll see her little montage of her getting her studies done and all that in chapter 6. But for now, that was chapter 5. I think it was a great chapter. It didn't really give us much to build for or think of other than where is the series going. And I personally feel that it's going to be moving into a mission-based series where eventually they'll find out the real reason of what happened that day and how the people that have the usage of candy, how they became the able they became, right? We have those questions still to be answered. So we'll see. For now, I think it's a great series. Go check it out. It is on Shonen Jump, and I really have been enjoying it too. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this. If you haven't done so by now, subscribe, comment, like, and share. Check out the links down there below. And guys, I'll see you next time on the next manga chapter review. Don't be strangers.